Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Spyro Dawn of the Dragon. It's currently part 25 for my Let's Play. What is that fucking sound? There is a possum in the wall and it needs to shut up because it's like right near where I'm sitting, so then that's something you're gonna hear, you know. It's one thing if you can hear it, it's one thing if you can't. It's, oh shit, I've just spilt my water, you know. This is a great start to the fucking post-commentary. Keeping in mind, I'm not currently playing the game. I'm just watching a past recording of it. Fuck. I do have some utensils nearby. That's a strangely unspecific word. No, I actually don't I've run out of tissues in my room currently, so I'm using toilet paper. So I was going to say, let me use this toilet paper to wipe up my spillage, but you see, without context, you would immediately wonder why I have toilet paper readily available on my desk, so I had to give you some background information to that. So pretty much, so I mean, I was holding my water goblet and, you know, I moved it in a silly way and it spilled things. Anyway, just to get to the business at hand, you can see that there is actually another fucking area over here. Now, the issue I was having in the previous video, and I'm sure you are familiar with that if you have actually been watching this Let's Play from part to part, in the previous two parts, actually, to the Let's Play, I was having a lot of issues progressing through the game, and that was due to a strange loading area, or like a loading screen that was occurring in this particular part of the area, and I'm telling you, it was just so ridiculous that I couldn't work out where I was going. So you'll see the loading screen will appear once again here. Well, no. Did it appear? I wasn't looking, sorry. I think it'll appear as I continue to fly in this direction. At this stage, in the original recording, I'm trying to work out how the issue had occurred in the first place. So essentially, the camera sort of turns away from the area that you would otherwise be loading into by itself. And then, you know, you kind of wonder, well, where am I going? So you continue off in this direction, so you'll see it'll give me a loading screen. Here we go. So as I turn around back the other way, I'll this time be able to show you what I was seeing in the previous two parts. Like, there's nothing over there. See how it's just black? See, now, because the camera naturally turned away from that, I just didn't pursue that direction. But in fact, I have to go down there, and it loads. You see how the camera sort of turns on its own? And then there's a whole fucking area down here. I was so confused, I'll tell you what. I had to look at a, what do you call it? A text walkthrough, because, you know, video walkthroughs, what is this, you know? Fucking luxuries of the 21st century, am I right, you know? But, seriously, I pretty much had to go ahead and look at a walkthrough, just to kind of get an idea as to where I was going, and I saw something to do with, like, a fire bridge, I don't know. I can't even remember, you know, I recorded this a while ago, leave me alone, I don't have a clear memory of it. To be honest with you, I have been procrastinating the process of actually recording this post-commentary for quite some time, and the reason is because I absolutely hate doing post-commentaries. As you might imagine, of course, the best case scenario for any Let's Play is to have you responding to the gameplay as you're playing it. That is the best scenario because you are getting a live reaction. It is what is most entertaining. But I suppose if I can work hard enough, I can make it somewhat entertaining to you here. And I'm not actually working, it's just, I don't know, I'm in a funny mood, so I decided to record this post-commentary. And it's because I'm in a funny mood that I'm able to do it in the first place. Otherwise, I'd be too busy procrastinating the shit, because, you know, keep in mind, it's not that I haven't attempted to do this before, it's just I end up sitting down to do it, and then halfway through I'm like, God, this is boring, and I realise my commentary is not very interesting, and then I stop, and then I'm like, I'll do it another time. And then it just goes on and on and on. A month goes by, a month and a half goes by, and here we are. I'm finally getting to it. And this is the case with many of my Let's Plays at the moment. I have just waited to the point where I needed to do a post-commentary for like 3 or 4 different Let's Plays, and we have reached that point, unfortunately, where I actually need to record post-commentaries to be able to continue my Let's Plays. It's ridiculous. So only post-commentaries. I've pretty much put myself up against a wall, and it kind of sucks. Sorry, I'm just taking a drink here. Once again, you will eventually see... Well, I say once again, I should try to be more specific with why I'm saying once again. In the previous Let's Play videos that I recorded of... What's it called? Zelda Wind Waker HD. I kind of referred to the fact, or rather hinted at the fact, that I was going to be, I guess, upgrading my Let's Play style a little bit in the future, and that will involve having me in the corner there as like a physical person that you can look at and, I guess, relate to. But you'll see me there soon. I like to imagine that that will be happening soon, like, you know, within the next 4 or 5 months, something like that. I really don't know. I just need to get a few things in order first and foremost. I need to get green screens happening, I need to get tripods happening. I have a decent camera, but at the same time it doesn't allow me to actually see what I'm recording as I'm doing it. You know, it only has a back-facing camera. Oh, excuse me. Jesus Christ. Having a few gassy moments here, but no, I only have I say camera. God, the fucking possum is making like a growling noise in the wall. How about you shut the fuck up? You know, I didn't... If you're upset in there, go somewhere else. Fuck, I mean, you're actually annoying me more than anything. Like, honestly, it's just like, he's making noise again. It's like, well, fuck off out of my room then, you piece of shit. And of course, when the little piece of shit dies in there, I guess he's gonna have to smell it, you know? Fuck, and then I have to call someone in, and it's like, oh, leave me alone. If you don't know what a possum is, because maybe you're not well versed in Australian wildlife, or fauna, if I wanted to be a little more scientific and somewhat poetic about it. Yeah, a possum is just a small marsupial that is... Well, they have a habit of doing this thing called home invasions, and they like to sleep in your fucking walls, and it's quite lovely. Not in all cases, of course. It depends on your setup. If you live in a fucking unit block, or in other words, a condo. If you live in a condo... Yeah, look, I make no attempts to belittle people, but it just happens naturally. No, once again, how about I start describing what's going on screen? So I'm currently fighting Grover the sequel. It's his older brother. He's yellow instead of green, and of course, for those of you who have not seen the previous parts, for whatever reason, Grover has made multiple appearances in the past, and he's long since abandoned his, I guess, previous life of living in a trash can. He is instead, I don't know, running around beating dragons after death, which is quite an interesting change of life direction. I definitely wouldn't say that that's to be encouraged in all people's lives, especially not the lives of youths, because for the most part, Sesame Street is the kind of show that you would watch if you were a youth, I think. Depends on your use of the term youth. I'm sure if you are in your middle ages, you'd probably... In your middle ages. That's a very interesting way to phrase that, you know. It sounds like I'm referring to you living in the Middle Ages or something. Oh, if you find yourself in the past, then, yeah, maybe you would refer to Middle Ages. Not middle age. I'm losing it, guys. I have lost complete train of thought. Look, this is the point that we have reached, everyone. When I'm doing a post-commentary, this is the point that we have reached, you know. No fucking train of thought. You know, the funny thing is, we are stuck here. And you know what? I don't really care. I don't really care. This is going ahead. Like, this is the last time I'm doing this post-commentary. I don't even care that everything is just wrong. Everything's wrong right now, okay? It really is. Oh. Now, what might astound you is the fact that I'm just drinking water. There's not a fucking drop of alcohol in this, okay? I'm just in a funny mood right now. I'm one of those people who doesn't necessarily need to drink alcohol to just act like a fucking moron. That's one thing that some of you might need to know about me. But, either way, to get back on topic, yeah, Sesame Street. So, that's the thing that you watch when you're a kid, and, yeah, it should not be encouraged when you are a child to go out and beat things up, especially not animals, because, you know, you will get certain animal rights groups on your ass, and those things are starting to peak in activity these days. You know, they'll march around and go, "Don't slaughter animals," and I'm thinking, well, you know, that's all well and good, but it takes a bit of effort to boycott an entire industry like that, doesn't it? You know, I don't know. I mean, if you want to keep marching around, that's fine, but shit, I don't know. Sorry, I don't necessarily want to get all political here, because that is getting in the political realm, but, or at least to an extent, but Yeah, I actually won't dwell on that fact, because, you know, I appreciate the reason why people do that, and for the most part, it really depends on the person. You can kind of summarise the movement in various ways, but the thing is, lots of people have their own interpretation of it. Look, if you're the sort of person who takes issue with eating meat just for the sake of it, like just, I don't like meat, so no one should eat meat, or you kind of think, well, humans shouldn't eat meat because, you know, they're animals and we're better than that or something, I don't know. Look, in the end, you have to understand we are omnivorous, we are meant to eat meat. If your issue is, however, the industry and how they, I guess, slaughter animals, like specifically the way in which they do it, if that's what you're taking issue with, then go for it, you know. If they're doing things that are kind of fucked up, then that's that. But I will mention that there is, like, an entire religion, it's called Islam, and they have this thing called halal. They actually have to slaughter the animals in a slightly nicer way than how other people do it. So, you know, maybe that would be in order. Maybe go eat some meat from those people. Fuck, you know. It'll be just as good quality as long as you're not living in the fucking Middle East, alright? I mean, maybe you people don't have halal options. I don't know. All I know is it's going to be better than the haram option, which is pretty much some cow being carted off to the slaughterhouse missing all of its limbs, you know? I mean, fuck, I'm not saying that's particularly nice, but God, I'm not about to stand up against these multi-billion-dollar corporations, you know? I mean, by marching around and going, no eating meat, you know? But I guess that everything has to start somewhere, doesn't it? But at the same time, I don't really feel the need to do that. I have to say, I just succeeded in saying pretty much nothing right there. I didn't really give you any information that was of use, but anyway. Oh dear. So what are we doing now? We are fighting more enemies, which is, once again, just freaking beautiful. I don't know. I mean, what else do you want me to say? Fuck, I mean, once again, this is the last time I'm doing this fucking attempt at a post-commentary. I'm just so done with it. Of course, you guys are just sitting here watching a Let's Play, you know. All you want is to just see the game, maybe have somewhat engaging commentary. I don't know. What do you want? I don't know what you want out of me. Do you want to see the game? Do you want to see me? Do you not want to see either of them? If you don't, go somewhere else. You're not going to bother me, but shit, I do wonder these things from time to time. Why are you here? If it's for me, what else should I be playing, you know? I don't know. To be honest with you, there are only certain games that I want to play. And I like to think that, for the most part, people who are interested in one of those games have a fair chance of being interested in another one of those games. So, like, maybe if you're into Zelda, you're into Spyro. Something like that. Maybe if you're into Monster Hunter, you're into the Soul series. Little connection points like that is what I look for. I don't think I have super diverse interests in games. So I think a few of you would actually share some of those game interests. At least that's what I would hope. So if you, like, get into my Let's Plays or whatever with a specific type of game, I like to think that you're not going to just only watch it for that specific game or that specific series. I'd like to think, well, maybe you take interest in some of the other things that I do. Which is why I kind of want to work towards completing these Let's Plays as best I can, because there are so many games that I want to play, and, you know, the more games that I play, the more options you have for viewing Let's Plays that maybe take your interest. Of course, there are multiple styles of, I guess, watching that people prefer, and by that I mean, you know, they like to either go back and see all the videos that I've recorded in the past and watch them like that, or some people only watch things that you've uploaded somewhat recently. I only watch things that were uploaded this week. You know, some people are like that, you know, and I'm cool with that, because, you know, it's better than not watching my stuff, isn't it? But at the same time, it makes it a little hard when you have, like, 600 videos in the past that certain people don't really want to watch. Doesn't concern me, love. Doesn't concern me. Well, I kind of hinted at the fact that it did concern me, didn't it? But, you know, whatever. We all have things that concern us in life, and that's kind of how it is. I have to tell you, I'm currently doing a transfer. I'm transferring some of my recording files, because I have to tell you, I have several hundred gig. Well, why am I saying that? Several terabytes, I should say, of, and by several I mean within the region of 4 or 5 terabytes worth of actual recorded video content that I'm just kind of, I guess, juggling from hard drive to hard drive, and also culling a bit of it. I'm getting rid of some of the original files that I don't need. Oh, here we go. Is Spyro going to talk? Are you going to talk? No, he's just going to look around. That's fine. Right, so we're having... Oh, that's right, I remember this. We're having a mini-boss, everyone. It's 2 more of the Ultra Grovers, the yellow ones, because, you know, the yellow ones, oh yeah, they mean business. I don't know, what's more of a threatening colour, green or yellow? I find them both to be very, I guess, fruity colours in some respects, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, what was I trying to get at with that file transfer thing? Nothing really. Oh yeah, it's because I'm lagging a little bit here. Like, is that even the reason? Let me check my task manager. What is the... Oh, okay, so I was having a bit of CPU drainage there. A little bit, but it went from 75 to like 36%. I don't know, maybe it was just being retarded. Anyway, I have been having a few, I guess, frame drops here with my preview in Vegas, so that's probably contributing towards it, just the whole transferring of items. I'm not too sure what those little glowing things there even represent. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Either way, these guys, I'm just going to spoil it, I did not succeed in killing them, because they're freaking over-the-top powerful, and I'm not really looking forward to getting back into this game and trying to fight them, because I don't have much confidence in my ability to play the game, to be honest with you. The further along, if I could speak, the further along that I actually get, the more I start to question my ability to really play well, and it's a little concerning, you know. It's like, well, fuck, what am I gonna do? If I can't play a game as easy as this, what will I do? Well, then again, I can get through Wind Waker just fine, so... Imagine if I was having trouble with Wind Waker. Guys, I really can't keep playing this game, it's making me too stressed out. No, which is interesting, Wind Waker is a game that I can no longer 100%, which is very sad. It makes me sad to know that. That was the sound of me knocking my teeth on the rim of my glass, if you wanted to know what that was. It's because I'm still talking while putting the glass in my mouth. It's like, my hand wants me to drink, but my mouth does not. It's like, no, I'm gonna keep talking. Fucking hell. I cracked myself up, you know. People will always tell you that if you laugh at your own jokes, then you're a horrible person, but you know what? If you can't laugh at your own jokes, how is someone else going to laugh at them, alright? You know, and I have to tell you that I have a fucking awful sense of humour, so it's not that I make jokes that no one finds funny, it's more that I say things that are generally funny, that only I find funny, so, you know, it makes me happy that I'm at least finding the things that I find funny, which would be interesting if I didn't find the things that I found funny to be funny, because that would make no fucking sense. Sometimes I wonder what kind of point I'm trying to make. It disappears somewhere, but you can see that I'm slowly but surely running out of health with the dragons here. Cinder's about to fucking die. I'm using Spyro now, because he has slightly more health, but it's only a sliver more. You can see, oh, then again, I switched back to Cinder and she fucking died, stupid bitch. What do you do? What do you do? So, pretty much that is it for this video. God, that was 18 minutes that went by pretty quickly. So yeah, some bullshit happened in the last 2 parts. That bullshit has been resolved. We have now reached a new point, which we will be resuming in the next part, which is part 26. Hopefully it will be a live recording for you guys. I'm praying for that fact. But, yeah, new bullshit is trying to deal with those 2 yellow Grovers. I am definitely praying that that will go smoothly. For now, I thank you all for watching. It is once again the 3rd of May as I'm recording this, and I'll catch you guys in part 26. Bye bye.